Hi and welcome to Sheep Yoga, and today we're going to be doing a 10-minute yoga flow to help you relax. We're going to start with some grounding in Child's Pose. Have your hips towards your heels, your forehead close to the floor and your arms out long. And just relax here, breathing deeply through your nose, inhaling and exhaling. Your legs can be as wide as comfortable. The aim of this pose is just to relax. Slowly and gently move out of this pose and onto all fours, hands underneath your shoulders and knees underneath your hips. And we're going to start straight away with cat and cows. So inhaling as you lift your head and your hips, dropping your belly, and exhaling as you lift up your belly, dropping your head and your hips. And keep going like this with your own breath. This is a really good way to loosen up your spine, particularly if you've been working on the computer or sitting down for the whole day. Make this round your last round, and then make your way back to all fours, where we'll move into a pigeon pose. Move your right foot towards your left wrist and your right knee towards your right hand, moving your calf as parallel as it goes, and then sink into your hips. Don't worry if your calf isn't parallel, this will happen with time, but wherever you are, just make sure your hips are even. You can use a cushion to do that, and then you can either stay upright or you can fold forward over your leg, reaching your forehead towards your floor, whatever is most relaxing for you. And don't forget to keep breathing in and out through the nose. On an exhale, make your way out of the pigeon pose. If you were lying down, bring your head back up and make your way to all fours. Then you're going to move your left foot towards your right wrist and your left knee towards your left hand. And again, you can either stay here or you can fold forward as long as your hips are even, and just relax and keep breathing. And gently come out of the pigeon pose and make your way to a downward facing dog, however you want to get there. So your hips go high up, your chest towards your thighs, your heels pushing back and your hands strong. And just pedal here, breathing gently in and out through your nose. And when you're ready, walk your feet closer to your hands, and we're going to slide the hands under the feet, bending your knees as much as you need to. And this is a gorilla pose, and the aim of this pose is to compress the hands to bring back some blood flow to the hands, and this is really good if you have been using them all day. On your next inhale, move into a halfway lift, so release your hands and straighten your back. Hands can go on the floor on your shins, as whatever feels like a flat back to you. Then exhale to fold forward again, and then inhale to lift all the way up, bending your knees deeply. And exhale to bring hands to heart center. On your next inhale, lift up. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to come into a halfway lift, so hands on shins or the ground. Exhale to fold forward, and we're going to step back into a plank pose. Your knees can go on the floor if you would like, whatever is comfortable for you. And then exhale to lower all the way down to the floor. Untuck your feet, and we're going to move into Cobra Pose. So we're going to inhale to lift up, keeping your pelvis and your thighs on the floor. Exhale back down, and we're going to repeat like this a few times, because this is really good to stretch the front of your body and strengthen the back of it. On your next exhale, come all the way back down, and we're going to prepare ourselves for Locust Pose. So staying your chest on the floor, bring one leg up at a time to stretch the back of your legs. And when you've done that a few times, see if you can bring both legs up at the same time. And eventually you can move into the full Locust Pose by bringing your arms and your chest off the floor to join, keeping only your pelvis on the floor. And this is really, really strengthening for your back and stretching for the front of the body. And on the exhale, release out of this pose, and then make your way into a seated position. And sit with your legs out in front of you, and we're going to move into a simple forward fold. You can have your knees bent as much as you need and try and reach bending from your hips down towards your legs. Don't worry if your hands don't even reach past your thighs. Just bend forward and let gravity do all the work, relaxing you into this pose. On your inhales, straighten your back, and on your exhales, fold deeper into the pose and just keep breathing, relaxing here. And gently come out, bringing your right knee towards your chest, keeping your left leg out long. And we're going to either stay where we are or we can cross the leg over to make our way into a twist. So hug in your right knee with your left arm and start to move your head and your right arm behind you, turning towards the right. So you'll feel this twist in your waist. Start moving from your lower back slowly up your spine towards your neck. To increase the stretch, you can push your elbow against your knee, and on your inhales, straighten your spine. On your exhales, twist further. And then gently untwist, making your way out of this pose, your legs out long, and we're going to repeat it on the other side. So bend your left knee towards your chest, hug it in with your right arm. You can cross it over if you want, and start to twist, looking towards your left, starting from your lower spine, working your way up towards your neck. On your inhales, straighten your spine, and on your exhales, twist deeper. And gently untwist, and then we're going to make our way to cow facing legs, which is another seated pose. Really good to stretch your quads and to release any tension in your hips. So you want to bring your right knee over your left knee, pulling your right foot back towards your hips, and then join your left foot to bring it back towards your hips. And then you can make eagle arms with your hands to intensify this stretch. Bring your right arm underneath your left and bind once or twice, and just hold this pose for a few breaths. Release the bind, and we're going to move over to the other side. So if you place your hands in front of you and then push up and then just twist round, you'll move with your left leg over your right. If you can't do that, then just move in the other way. And then rebind your hands, this time left arm underneath, and just relax in this pose for a few breaths. Gently release from this pose and then make your way to lie down with your feet flat on the floor. And once lying down, bring your right knee to your chest. You can either leave your left foot flat on the ground or you can extend it out long to increase your stretch. This is a really good stretch for your hips and your quads, and you can just hug in your right knee here. Keep breathing, inhaling and exhaling slowly. You can bend back your left knee and then you can bring your right foot across to your left thigh and rest it there. You can stay here or you can put your hands through your legs and bring your left thigh close to your body to increase this stretch. When you're ready, extend your left leg out long and then you can bring your right knee across the body to the left side to a twist. Exhale and look to your right side, bringing your right arm out, and keep breathing, exhaling to deepen the stretch. Gently untwist and bring both knees to your chest, giving yourself a hug in Uttanasana before we move on to the other side. Then lower your right foot down to the ground. You can either keep it here or you can have it out long and bring your left knee close to your chest, hugging it in, feeling that stretch in your quads. Right foot back to the floor and then move your left foot onto your right thigh. You can either keep it here or you can put your hands through and pull it closer towards your body to increase the stretch, and just keep breathing. Your right foot back down and out long, and then you're going to move into your twist. So left knee across to the right side of the body. Look to your left side as you exhale. Inhale and then exhale to deepen the stretch. You should be feeling this stretch in your lower spine. And in your own time, gently untwist, bring both knees into Uttanasana to give yourself a little hug. And if you're feeling up to it, you can move into Happy Baby Pose by grabbing your feet with your hands and pushing your knees towards your armpits. You can stay static or you can rock in this pose, inhaling and exhaling deeply. Then use your remaining energy to give yourself one final hug before lying down into your final Shavasana, where you can relax here for as long as you need. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel, and you can also find me on Instagram at @starandsheep. Goodbye.